back, ready to go for the second series on this Showdown Sunday. It is MLE week number 10 on MLE Sports GG2, presented by APM Music. It is the Demolition and the Wizards getting set to do battle in the Foundation League, and I'm along with Inanimate Jay. As Jay, on paper, this series doesn't look like it has a lot at stake. However, both of these teams need a good showing to keep their hopes alive for a Foundation League playoff berth.
The one thing that both of these teams will keep in mind is that it doesn't matter what your record is for Foundation League, just to be one of the top two teams in your division and you'll make the playoffs. And that is at the forefront of both of these teams. The Wizards currently sitting in that second spot as the Comets took sole control of first in the Mystic division. The Demolition currently last in the division standings, but only 5 games back of the Wizards. A big 5-0 here pulls them level with both the Wizards and the Spectre on 16 wins. And it's anybody's guess who gets the playoff spots at that point, Curtis.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The Wizards come through in a spot where they actually are in a better spot right now than the Demolition, but they really need some help as well, as they're staring up at people above them, trying to get themselves into the conversation. The Demo, though, a 4-1 or a 5-0 would do them lovely as we shape things out. So we're about ready for game 1 as things get set to go on DFH Stadium to start this out. Second series of 4 on the MLE Sports GG2 channel. MLE Sports 1 should be getting going here in just a few minutes as those series get kicked off in this hour. We're about ready. We're going to get the signals out to the teams and not waste any more time as we want to get this set of 5 underway. Just a couple weeks left in the regular season, and no real better playoff races in Rocket League, in my opinion, than those of minor league esports across all skill levels, across all divisions. Jay, it's one of the best kept secrets in all of esports.
Definitely is. The fact that MLE is able to give a home to anybody willing to play competitive Rocket League, I think, just goes miles towards why the league has been around for as long as it has, nearing its 6th full year of operation.
This will be off the sidewall into the Demo, and this is a chance immediately for Eskimo. It's going to go off the corner. Left wing side taken away. Hard send back the other side, and I think we're going to have a small issue as for some reason things are not shaping up as far as the connection goes. So we'll back up and try it again here in just a minute. But it's an interesting, you say in all of, or we say in all of esports, that's not an exaggeration. Across just about any game you can think of, there's not many situations quite like that are created in this environment, especially with the skill gaps, especially with the different ways that MLE does things. It's the most fun place to be able to start to follow a team and stick with them.
And the franchising taking a nod from North American sports, where the names of the teams will live and die, but the players may come and go, and it gives you an identity. It gives you a team to root for. Might not be your backyard team, MLE not doing things on the geographic way,
right?
But you never forget the first team that you get drafted to in MLE. And I know a lot of people that have been around the league for a long time. They have a tradition of picking up a piece of merchandise for every team that they've been on, that they've been drafted to, that they've been signed to over the years. There are some people who have been on the franchise that they're on for their entire careers and will probably retire as a member of that franchise.
Yeah.
And, there's so many parallels to things that are so familiar and visceral to people that there's such an appeal.
We are ready to go again. Game 1, take 2, and we're underway as things get going. It's Poot above the top of the box in the Wizards' end. Warrat has control on the right side, but it's taken away from Panas. Into the corner. Back to midfield. Wizards trying to play that midfield presence, keep themselves strong in that offensive side. Eskimo around that corner. Needs a little bit of help trying to get it out front. And it's taken away past midfield, and the Wizards will be in a tough spot defensively. That's a problem. Going to be towards the net. Top of the box again, keeping it steady, but Eskimo takes that one away. Demolition, good start offensively so far, making the Wizards going to scramble in their own end.
The Wizards not quite comfortable trying to track the ball down defensively. I think that's going to be the thing to watch out for. If the Demolition set themselves up, oh, that is a bit of a fake by Panas. The shot from Porky on the clear, almost getting through. The Demo's defense able to pull themselves together at the last moment. I think this one comes down to which team is able to hold the ball just a little bit better. I say that a lot, but it really is just how Rocket League at this level breaks down. The team that's able to hold the ball and the team that's able to force mistakes out of the other is the team that wins, as all three Demo players contribute to that save. It's Pooty with the credit.
That'll work. This will be a chance. Oh, that's a good one for Warrat above the last two defenders, and the Demo have a 1-0 lead.
Catch the Wizards in transition. Eskimo, not the greatest touch, just a little bit of a scuff play, and Porky's following it across. Didn't read that, trusting the teammate just a little bit more than needed to give credit for. Warrat, good chip shot in the net. 1-0 Demo.
Minute 20 into game one already. Things moving pretty quick. Eskimo in his own corner has contact. Gonna try to follow it. Tries to land on top of it and does so. That's Plebby. That's up and in frame, trying to go for some physical play as well. That nearly worked out. Plebby is going to get this near side, keep it near side to him. Off the top. But left side. Warrat drops it down. Hootie Wee. Past him. Chance for the Demo to get it clear, and they do just that. Porky's in a tough spot. Left wing side, hard off the back. But the Wizards able to control this fairly well as we come to the 2 minutes elapsed mark. Demo really starting to put their foot down as far as the possession game goes. Good start for them at this point. See if they can continue it.
The Wizards need to get better contact from the first clear, but they also need to pull themselves back just a little bit with how quickly they get up in transition from defense to offense. We saw in the last sequence of play, all three Wizards players coming up. That shot by Eskimo off the post, but they need someone back to counteract the possibility and the frequency with which that the Demo get these 50-50 challenges in their favor at midfield.
So we'll be into the offensive end for Eskimo. Eskimo, that's bumped aside. Chance there for Panas. Panas towards the net, he scores just under the bar. It's a 1-1 game with 2:20 to go.
Good pressure by Eskimo. Just does enough to get two Demo players to commit. Plebby gets the contact, but it throws Bootyweight off in the net. Ended up going for that. Falls out to the Wizards at the top of the spot. And it's a tie game now, 1-1.
2:21 left in this 1-1 tilt. Game one turning out to be pretty competitive so far. We saw no OTs in our first series on stream tonight. See if that changes in the second one. Good takeaway from Warrat. Demo trying to force the issue in the offensive end. Good read by Warrat. That's going to be up in the air on the bounce. Chance for Porky to remove it. And he does just that. Wizards have the control, at least for a moment. But then Pooty jumps right in front of the ball to take it away. And now battles with Panas on the side. Eskimo. Hard send into the offensive end. Good bounce as well. Pooty taken away. He'll work the near side towards the sidewall. Down to our last 100 seconds of gameplay in game one. Pooty a little bit too far out in front of him. Panas is going to work this into the offensive corner. Needs a touch. It's going to miss. It's going to be a miss on two parts as Pooty gets it back toward the corner. And the Demo have plenty of space to work it out of their end. A dribble opportunity is taken aside as that will get pinched into the Wizards' side. Oh, that might be a touch. Towards the net, the double is off the crossbar. And a chance to finish it off. Eskimo can't do it. Neither can Porky. And the Demo live to tell about that, as that was nearly a big-time problem.
Almost converted right back the other way by the Demo as all the Wizards got back to scrambling, trying to get back on defense after that chance. All three of them took a crack at that goal at the Demo end of DFH. No one able to make the final contact count, although that 50 will. Panas holding it in off of the front of Pooty makes it 2-1.
There is something to be said at this level about forcing the issue in the offensive end and taking advantage when it doesn't seem like your opponents have control in their own end. You force them to make a decision. That's what he did just there, talking about Panas, and it made sense.
A good time to make the challenge. It didn't really look like Pooty had a lot of power on that clear, and that's exactly when you want to force that issue, when you want to dive in looking for that offensive zone 50.
This is going to be right wing side. Demo trying to get it back. That's hard off the post. Opportunity gone by. Porky might have a return to sender here if he can control the car in the offensive end. Up the back wall. That's put in the mid. Chance top of the box. Eskimo at least puts it down again towards the side, or towards the right post anyway, as that one's sent back from whence it came. Levy. Warrat past him. Pooty Looks for a play towards the back wall. Panas gets a touch. Demo need a hero here. Ended up starting this game up 1-0. Now they're in danger of losing it. 3 seconds to go. They got to work it to the other end of the pitch at this point. It's up in the air. They got to move it coast to coast. Off the ground. Not going to happen. The Wizards come through. They get a Game 1 victory. Lead the series 1-0 on the backs of some really good forechecks in the offensive zone.
Once the Wizards were able to get themselves into position, they weren't getting beat as easily at midfield by the Demo. It seemed like an inevitability at that point that the Wizards would find a couple of goals. The Demo, for their credit, they had one good chance out of War Rat, and then everything kind of fell off for the entire team past that point. They weren't getting the clears out past the Wizards. They weren't really generating anything meaningful offensively, just 3 shots to speak of in game number 1. And if they want to get back in this playoff race, they need every remaining game out of the series, Curtis. It starts with just winning the first half of the next game. Don't let the Wizards back into it if you get themselves in front, or if you can't, just at least hold them to no score.
Conversely, though, the Wizards, they got the first of a very first win of a very big 3-5 that they could really use in this playoff race as they try to keep themselves in contention for a Foundation League playoff spot. They really, in their minds, need to beat teams that they feel they should. And I think if I were in the Wizards' shoes, I would put the Demolition in that category.
Yeah, this is the definition of a banana skin game. The Demolition don't have the best chances to make the playoffs, but they still have chances. They're still hungry for wins. Even a 3-2 victory for the Demolition gives them a chance, with the fact that they've still got all of their other divisional opponents to play to try and get back into it. So the Wizards can't take them lightly.
We are underway with game number 2 on Neo Tokyo. Immediately, the Wizards have the offensive possession. Defensively put back towards midfield. Eskimo pops it in the air. Wizards keep the offensive possession again. Needing a second touch, not quite finding it. Top of the box, Porky dives for it, not able to get it. Eskimo is last defender back. Warat goes around the corner with it. Demo trying to keep it in. Levy. Warat can't turn in on it. Porky gets it back over the midfield line. Panas. Levy. Eskimo defensively smart, puts it in his own corner, but it's still a dangerous ball. There's a chance for Pooty but he can't angle it towards the net. Not so solid contact. Warat trying to get there, and it will go to him back towards the midfield line and further. And the Wizards take a nice hard shot that's equal to defensively by Sir Warat. 3:56 to go in a scoreless game. Pooty losing that at midfield. Panas up, trying one off the nose. Didn't quite go. Porky's up in the air. It's a touch, and it's down once more to Plebby. Oh, Pooty gets there first. The challenge is golden, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Demolition.
Big team bump by the Wizards defensively. Panas and Porky both running into each other. Leaves Eskimo alone to try and make the defensive play happen, but Pooty gets there first all the way in to the far net. The Demo again strike first, Curtis. Will they hang on to this lead here in game 2?
Minute 19 to go, or minute 19 gone in game 2. Wizards came back with a couple of goals in the last couple of minutes. See if that is something that they can hold. Midfield line. Our side and wide. Minute 40 gone. Eskimo. Defensive touch is a decent one. Pinch play. Panas. Not going to happen. Up the sidewall once more. Off the corner. Pooty goes crossways side to side. Levy into the middle. Pooty in a dangerous spot. Not able to get anything to it. The Wizards are going to get this bumped into the offensive end. This may work out in their favor. Top of the box coming in is Panas. Panas gets contact and scores, and it ties the game up with 2:49 to go.
Warat coming out of the corner just a little bit early. The ball ends up bouncing over them on the clear. They don't quite follow the read off the backboard, and out of transition from what seemed like a really good amount of Demolition pressure, the Wizards counterattack, get their equalizer just before halftime here in game 2.
And Panas can have first contact after the kick as we get back underway. 2 goals total in this game number 2. This will be a chance. Demo trying to put another one in. That's not going to go. Another one for Pooty. Hard touch towards the word score on the top of the scoreboard in Neo Tokyo. But towards midfield. Halftime, come and gone. Hoodie Week ends up getting it taken away by War Rat there. Wizards have a chance to clear and do so. Levy trying to get this one as far away from his goal line as possible. At least does that for the moment. Dangerous ball ends up wide of the right post. Demo in a tough spot defensively here. Panas trying to force it in the corner. Around that boost, or good save as Eskimo tries to put it towards frame. Placement probably could have been a little bit better there, but nice job by the Demo to be in position for it. Right wing side. Pinch play, side to side. We've played now we're gonna come down to the last 100 seconds of game 2. That's a hard shot towards the goal line. Save initially, and Warrat gets it away. The Wizards have been peppering that Demo back line, and they add more fuel to the fire there with a really hard shot from the top of the box.
Well, one good thing for the Demo is that despite that pressure, the Wizards weren't able to convert that into anything meaningful. They went corner to corner. It was a little bit squirrely. A Warrat sneaks one through. Big goal for the Demo as that one came basically out of nothing.
This one is around the corner. Yeah, it looks like the angle was taken by Eskimo, thinking he had it, but the last second touch to get it behind the last defender. Very good work. Demo come back to take the lead with about 83 seconds to go. Eskimo's going to have to try to make up for this if he can. That's hard off the back. Trying for a second touch. Not going to work. Porky puts it up in the air, though. Another opportunity for Porky. That's not going to go either. 2 shots in 2 seconds for him. And it doesn't end up being a goal as the Wizards have to chase it down in their own end. 60 ticks. Left wing side. Pinch sideways. Wall to wall, side to side for Porky. Demo doing a good job killing it time. Keeping it in. Making the Wizards play defense. Eskimo will have a chance to take this. Dribble play is a good one. It's a 2v1. The other side, good takeaway from Plevy defensively to stop the Wizards in their tracks. Still an opportunity for the Wiz to get into the offensive zone as Panas has the touch. One player who had an impact pretty well in game 1, but really has not so much had the results in game 2 him or his team have been looking for. Eskimo, now Warrat. Pinch play. Off the baseboard. Into the corner, Panas. Right wing, Hoodie takes that one away. Got to kill the rest of the time. 4 seconds left. Wizards got to keep it in the air or into the net. Pass in the mid. Can they get there? No. Demo get through. They will win game 2 and tie this series up at 1 game apiece.
Big game for the Demolition as they held on just long enough to find the goal that they needed to get in front. 6 saves from the Demo squad, 2 apiece for all 3 of their players. A big reason why they get through this one with a valuable game win, Curtis. We saw a lot of pressure out of the Wizards, but that consistency of shooting is, I think, what let them down the most in this game, is they just weren't able to get anything really meaningful towards the net, where the Demo were pulled fully out of the net, out of their defensive positioning.
A lot of vertical play I noticed by the Wizards as well. They were content to just kind of work it past midfield, pepper the back wall a little bit. Not a lot of sidewall play, not a lot of corner play from the Wizards, which is what was working for them more or less in that first game. So I'd like to see maybe the Wizards go back to a little bit more of that as they try to get the Demo to go away from their net instead of just collapsing on the goal line.
I think it's just going to start with getting a bit better in terms of control of the ball. If they can just hold on to the ball a little bit more consistently through a couple of those sequences of play, you'll start to see the same kind of results flow in as that goes forward. They'll be able to generate those types of chances that you're looking for, the types of plays.
Don't forget, if you guys see a play that you like and you want to nominate it for the MLE Play of the Week, you are eligible to do so. Grab it, clip it, send it to MLE Sports GG on Twitter, and the winning play and player with the hashtag MLEPOTW on the post will receive a case of Balls Guarana completely free to them. There's a good save from Pooty Wheat. There's a Rule 1 on the opposite wall as well happening, as this one is in the Wizards' end. Opportunity for the Demo to get themselves a first goal, and they do. The Demo are the recipients of the Rule 1 benefits as it's a 1-0 lead for them.
Good challenge by Poodyweed against Nas, trying to get the 50 right. Porky, trying as they might to read that off the backboard, just doesn't quite have the speed to take the ball away before the shot falls down to Poodyweed, who tucks it in near post. And respect to the Rule 1, MLE had its roots in 2v2, still plays 2v2, but you love to see it once in a while.
Top of the box. Opportunity to get it a second one right away, and Poodyweed makes it happen. Great strike just under the bar. It's a 2-0 lead.
Good hold by Warrat. Eskimos lose possession into that ball, puts Panas in a tough spot, has to challenge it, does come out to challenge it, doesn't get the angle right. Good shot by Poodyweed. No chance left for the Wizards defense on that one.
30 seconds gone, already a 2-0 lead. Biggest lead in the series so far for the Demo. That one will come down for Warrat. Actually, it's Porky. Porky's going to miss contact, though. Poodyweed gets a touch, another hard one towards the Wizards' end. Eskimo comes in. He will actually defer to Porky. Puts Eskimo in a real tough spot. Warrat up in the air, top of the box. Porky. That's a hard send. That was Plebby with that long clear. He's working for a second touch. Top of the box for Warrat. He scores, and the Demo starting to run away with game number 3, sorry.
Good pressure from the Demo. Plebby just does enough to keep this low. It's where you want that ball to be at this level of play. Is your teammates are probably going to struggle a little bit with those high aerial balls. Even if the defense is going to struggle with it as well, your teammates won't have that same level of consistency. So good job by Plebby to put the pass low and Warrat to put it in.
Going to be on the sidewall there, Panas. That's put up in the air, left wing. Porky in a tough spot. Wizards trying to keep it away from frame if they can. They really got to work on getting the ball in the offensive end. Poodyweed down to Eskimo. Warrat's in the area. That's up in the air again. Warrat needs a touch. Tries to find it. Porky in a tough spot. It's going to bounce off the corner wall. Demo have ruled possession here since that third goal was scored. Wizards, this is the first time they've touched offensive soil in the form of the Demo end. Into that corner again. They fight for it around that boost orb, and Poodyweed's going to get it back to midfield and further in. About 2 minutes gone in a 3-0 game the Demo have absolutely owned so far as they try to cinch things up to take a 2-1 series lead. Oh, that's towards the net. They score! Warrat on a pinch is going to put the Demo up by 4, and that really puts the Wizards in a bad spot.
Another opportunity for the Wizards to hold that in transition. They don't take advantage of it, and Warrat just lines it up perfectly. There's not a lot that Eskimo could have done, as both Wizards teammates were completely unavailable for the defense of that one. Just quick transition for the Demo turns into that 4th goal.
This will be a dribble play. Poodyweed removes that. Wizards got to get 1. If they can get 1, they can get 4, but they really need to make it happen quickly. Pinch play on the side. Looking to put it up the back wall. Warrat takes it away. Back towards midfield, but no further than that. Poodyweed will defer to Plebby. Plebby's done very well on the defensive side. Being that last man back seems to suit him as he's able to get good contact on the ball to clear it away a majority of the time. That's a shot for Warrat, and he's going to take full advantage. More defensive sloppiness from the Wizards ends up in a goal for the Demolition.
Porky struggling with that one a little bit off the bounce, and Warrat just gets on top of that right away, recognizes that the chance is there, and the Demo are absolutely running away with Game 3. 5 goals on the board, all of them coming off of good transitions for them as they get towards the Wizards net.
Well, every goal, every win is a big one for the Demo at this point, as they add another one for Plebby. They're getting closer and closer to playoff relevance in this late season go at the standings, and the only problem is they can't borrow these goals to take to Game 4.
Exactly. There is no aggregate series score, except if you're keeping track of Scoregami. Shout out to MLE Scoregami on Twitter. It's project done by our good friend Zaida, keeping track of MLE series scores over the course of everything since Season 3, Curtis, going back to the origin days of you and I.
I don't remember that. I didn't actually know that. That's interesting. I have to give a shout out to my man Zaida. He's good people. But the Demo, it don't really. They're going for they're trying to fill their bingo cards at this point. with the amount of scoring they're doing in a very short amount of time. We're under the last 100 seconds, and they're going to add another to the list here. War Rat with a natural hat trick, his third in a row, makes it a 7-0 ball game.
Solid play by Pooty. Just wins that 50 at midfield. Again, the Wizards struggling in this transition, that moment when their offense breaks down, and they haven't had a lot of it this game, Curtis, but at that moment is when they need to try and hold that ball into the offensive end. They're not getting there, and the Demo have punished time and again.
Wizards trying to get at least one for the road, bringing back the old 2016 meme. Taking a trip to Rio de Janeiro is what they'd more or less like to do. Panas up in the air. Booty Wheat comes down trying to add one more, but Panas will take that one away. Wizards with a chance here. This is going to be a shot near side off the post. Rebound is there for Porky, and they score. They do indeed make it a 7-1 with 70 seconds left.
Well, we get our trip to South America. This one, finally the Wizards getting something to bounce their way as they catch the Demolition in that transition. War Rat's in net, but just doesn't quite have the read of the bounce pass off of the inside post from Panas. Goes out for Porky, does well to get it in at the back post. If Wizards have something on the board, Curtis, but it won't be enough to win game 3.
No, definitely not. Not at this point. Minute to go as the Wizards try to add one more. Best they can do is try to win the last couple minutes and get themselves into rhythm for game number 4, which I have a feeling will be much more hotly contested the way these last minute or two has been played. Booty Wheat going to try to add one more. It'll be there for Plebby. And 2 members of the Demolition right in the same area as War Rat and Plebby were after it. Top of the box, chance off the post in wide. Booty Wheat trying to add one more and does. 8-1 lead with 33 to go as the Demo get back to scoring.
One-way traffic resuming for the Demolition here is the team bumped by Eskimo and Porky in front of the Wizards net, compounding things for the Wizards here in game 3 as it's just quick pressure that the Demo have finally been able to apply to the Wizards net, and the Wizards defensive end is coming up big. It's a huge harvest of goals for them here.
Chance to the midfield line. Dropping it down, Pooty Wheat. Panas gets it over 1. War Rat in a tough area. 19 seconds left in a set of 5. We play all 5 for standings reasons. This is part of the reason why. Wizards going to go down 2-1 in this series as we come down to the final 5 seconds. And the Wizards going to try to put this one in their back pocket and not forget about it, but also, or they'll forget about it, but also learn from it. The Demo come through with a very large Game 3 win as we reset the score lines to 0-0 for Game 4.
You know, notwithstanding, the Demo still had 5 saves in this game. It wasn't as if the Wizards didn't have shots, Curtis. They just weren't of any sufficient quality to challenge the Demolition net. And then every transition play from that midfield line and back towards the Demo net, all of those transition plays went the Demo's way as the Wizards just could not find a way to hold that ball in.
Yeah, there was a big problem for them. The thing I noticed about the Wizards as well is their pressure at the midfield line was almost non-existent. The Demo basically were able to do what they wanted with the Wizards at the midfield line, whether it was the hard clears in, the dump and chase, or they could go a little bit slow, and the Wizards were just kind of set to collapse towards the goal line, and that was a big problem for them in that one.
I think for the Wizards, the biggest adjustment has to be that midfield. They have to find a way to get their timing right when they transition onto offense, that they don't lose the ball immediately and have to try and win that 50. If they can force the Demo to give that ball up just a little bit more effectively to them so that they have a chance to hold it in, there's opportunities, I think, for the Wizards to get a little bit more out of an important Game 4 for them now.
Well, let's see where we end up. Wizards and Demo about to get it going for game number 4, Utopia Coliseum. Maybe the site of the renaissance of the Wizards in this series. We'll see what happens as we are underway. This will be for Panas up the sidewall. Trying to get themselves into it early. Panas with a little more of an aggressive nature to that rush, but it's taken in by Plebby. Left wing side. Put down, Pooty Wheat. Can't get great contact on it. War Rat is bumped into the ball. I think he was going for the ball anyway. Didn't quite get the contact he wanted. That's toward the sidewall. Eskimo takes that one away. Panas has some room to work. He's going to flip this towards the net off the back wall. Chance for the Wizards here. Porky's looking for contact, ends up killing the ball and putting it right down for War Rat, who gets it in the offensive side. Demo trying to set something up, looking for the first strike. Not going to happen here, but Pooty Wheat might have a chance to follow this towards the net. Ends up with the lack of touch. Nearly sent Eskimo a little bit wavy there, trying to get to the ball. And it didn't end up in a goal as we played about a minute in Game 4. In now what is a scoreless game, much more competitive.
Better start for the Wizards in this game. They haven't really been able to generate a ton of offense in their favor yet. And it shouldn't worry anybody, but it will if these go in. Shots like this for the Demo that the Wizards just can't deal with. Plebby with such a good job winning that ball. Doesn't even have to take a 50, just gets a great pass out. There's nobody home for the Wizards to defend that backboard. Both players on the ground, and they again trail here, Curtis. 1-0, 3:50 left in Game 4.
Gotta give massive credit, though, to Pooty Wheat, as he had to go straight vertical to get to that. He didn't really have a huge running, jumping start from an angle. Great job, great air control to get to that ball and put that one down. You don't see that a lot at this level. This will be a 1-0 lead for the Demo as they defensively try to make sure their back line is clear. Pooty Wheat gonna try for something else in the offensive end. He'll defer, and ends up being a pass into the middle. Levy loses the ball as Eskimo tries to force it. Not gonna happen. Good hard send from Porky. Up goes Pooty Wheat. Gonna try to fall on top of this one. It's the lateral play, but it's right at Warred as he gets it over midfield. Sealing and down. Looking for the intersection play. Porky takes it away. Pooty Wheat jumps in on that. The rush is a good one. It's off the crossbar and sent aside. Wizards can't convert at that point in time. 2:50 to go in a 1-0 game for the Demolition. Off a very good start for the Wizards. They're going to try to counter and get themselves back into it. That's put towards the net. It's off the post. Rebound comes out. Ends up being a pass trying to turn on it. Not going to work. And Plebby takes it in the offensive side.
Best look of the game so far for the Wizards, but they don't find that final touch, and that has been the thing that has lacked the most for them. Not just on the shots, but on the possession play. Trying to hold the ball into the Demolition and to generate those scoring chances is not quite working out for the Wizards so far.
Hard send from Panas. That is a long bomb, not quite having the distance to get there. Off the sidewall. Letting it down. Porky, that's a shot towards the net. Dangerous ball, it's going to be in. Eskimo look to try to distract. Porky gets the goal, and we're tied up at 1 apiece.
Respect to the teammates not diving in to confirm the goal there as Porky gets one on for the Wizards there at a great time too, just past halftime. Right when the Wizards want to try and get into this game a little bit more, they get the goal, and we'll see if they can build on that one here against the Demo team that since Game 2 onward, Curtis, has looked very, very strong.
Warrat has come through with a very nice save there, left wing side. Wizards still there. Top. Porky tries to jump for this, gets contact off the off touch. Hard send. Another opportunity. Warrat takes that one aside. This will be top of the box. Levy. Hard one into the offensive corner. Warrat goes past him. Off that corner wall. Panas. Corner again. Dangerous ball right there. That's going to be far-sided in. Pooty ends up putting it in. It's a 2-1 lead now with 90 seconds to go.
Well, it's actually an own goal for the Wizards here. Right. Pooty Wheat just gets credit on the clearance. Panas trying to win the 50 desperately. Slams it into the sideboards. Eskimo getting bumped a little bit in front of the net as well. Ends up, unfortunately, underneath it. And tips that goal where the Demo will take it. It's 2-1 here with 1:29 to go.
It doesn't matter how it goes in, as long as it goes in, I suppose. Pooty Wheat's going to put this one again hard towards the Wizards' net. That one nearly ended up in the back of the net as well. Levy trying to keep it, not going to work. Porky in a spot. Back to the last defender. Doesn't get it past him. Dangerous ball. Warrat into the corner. Good work by Eskimo. Hard send back towards the Demo end. 2-1 lead for the Demo to come down with 60 seconds left in Game 4. Just across midfield. Eskimo takes that one across. Into the corner. That is Porky. Porky back to midfield. He gets taken aside. Wizards trying to do everything they can to get it into the offensive end, but real good work by the Demo to kill more and more time off that clock. And again, more here as it goes between the two defenders in the Wizards' end. That's a takeaway. That might end up in the back of the net. Top of the box. Chance off the crossbar. Warrat's there. Can't finish it. Here comes Pooty-Wee. Pooty-Wee can't get there. Now it's Eskimo. Here comes the counterattack. 15 seconds to go. Wizards need this for playoff positioning more than anything. This is going to be hard off the sidewall. And the Demo able to take it again. Deep in. Off the back. Left wing side. Pooty-Wee will defer. Porky across midfield. Not going to be enough. 1 second left. We're waiting on it to touch the ground, and it will. The Demo come through with a win and give themselves a 3-1 series victory so far with one more game to play.
Strong showing in this series from the Demo, as we didn't give them a lot of credit on paper, and that's why we don't play the games on paper, Curtis. They get a little bit of luck in Game 4 off of the own goal for the Wizards that ends up being where they get this game winner from. But it all comes down to the performance overall. They did exactly what they needed to do to have the Wizards fall back into their hands in this one. They didn't generate a lot themselves, a lot left, fewer shots for both teams in this game, but it was just enough to keep the Wizards off the board for long enough stretches of time that they finally found a way through.
Fair enough. Demo come through with a very, very big win. And the Wizards, even though this game was more competitive, it was a much better showing than it was in Game 3. Still not enough to get past the Demolition squad that's more or less firing on all cylinders right now going into Game 5.
It's the right time of the season to be firing on all cylinders, Curtis, when you need every single win to keep yourselves alive in a conversation for the playoffs. Why not right now, when there's only 15 games left, and winning all of them gives you the best shot at making the playoffs? One more game. Manfield Knight is the site for Game 5. Do the Demo take a 4-1 series over their division rivals, or do the Wizards hang on to a second one? We'll find out.
Panas has first touch after the kick as we start off on Manfield, as you alluded to. Game 5 underway. Eskimo going to try to get it back towards mid. Warrat loses that. Panas off the corner. Sidewall and away. Off the wheel well. Left wing side. Eskimo going to take that one, but the Demo again all over. This is the midfield we were talking about. Demo have done a very good job establishing a presence there and not letting any easy exits for the Wizards out of their own end.
Wizards as well not giving themselves any easy exits. There's a lot of the plays they get are the first one touch and done. You see that right off Panas there. Chance to really catch that ball and try and force the Demo to make a play. What a play by Warrat. Let's watch this one back. Gets the loose possession here, just launches it long. Understands it's probably going to be in. It doesn't hit the ceiling. None of the Wizards players can play it, so just bails out of the aerial attempt as the 50 isn't needed. Just squeaks in, and the Demo strike first.
Good work. 48 seconds in, and the Demo, another first strike in their back pocket. Panas going to send it towards the sidewall. Eskimo's there, as is Panas. Warrat lets it come down. Work from Plebby to get it back over the midfield line. Right circle side. Panas is going to take this one away again. Wizards' possession-based game over the last minute or so has been decent. Got to turn it into some opportunities at this point. Eskimo's going to be in a tough spot, but gets the real hard send off the back wall to get it away from their end for the time being. Good bounce. Eskimo's going to try to turn on this. Does so. Shot towards the net. Good save. Probably could have been placed better, but Plebby will take it, and she'll get it back over midfield with 3:23 left on the clock.
The great save. Shot placement absolutely could have been better, and that might have been the Wizards' best chance. If they don't generate anything else this series, they'll look back at that one and go, that was probably the chance we had to get back in it. See, there's a lot of time left on the clock. Still a lot of Rocket League left to be played, and with the score, just that single goal on the board, Curtis, the Wizards have more than enough time to make something happen here for themselves.
And that is going to be over the midfield line. Panas. They go back and forth with it. Wizards in a tough spot in their defensive end. Levy off the corner. Defers. Warrat towards the net. That's going to bounce in frame. Dangerous ball. They score. Plebby slams it home and gives them a 2-0 lead.
awkward from the Wizards here. Warrat just doing enough to keep it alive. Panas, I don't know what they were flying at on that one, but it's awkward, and it leaves Porky and Eskimo in a game of I got it, you take it, unfortunately. They don't clear it away, and the Wizards, unfortunately, leaving that one on their doorstep for Plebby to clean up makes a difficult task that much harder now, Curtis.
Warrat's going to go towards the corner here. Demo trying to add a third. Good takeaway from Panas. Back towards Pooty Wheat looking for a double, and he's got it. That's a gorgeous goal for the Demo, and it may very well sink the last of the momentum out of the Wizards here.
Team bump again from Eskimo on Panas, taking away options defensively for the Wizards as it gets from bad to worse to how did we get here. And the Demo have shown up for this one, Curtis, and again, we talk about how important this was to them in their hunt to try and get back in the playoff conversation. This will end up leaving them just 2 games back of the Wizards and 1 game back of the Spectre, so 3 teams will be within 2 games, if this scoreline holds, of that final spot in the Mystic Division to qualify for Foundation League.
Back into the offensive end. Into the corner they go. Wizards trying to get something on the board. Not great contact is really the culprit in this particular setting, but they do have the possession in midfield. Up above Warrat. Defensively, Demo having a bit of an issue clearing their back line here with 95 seconds to go. That's put into the mid. Panas, that's high off the back. Needs one more touch. Not going to work. Porky tries to go laterally, but they do keep it. Good touch. Panas in a tough spot. Towards the net, they score. And the Wizards able to put one back in the score column and get themselves to within 2 with a little bit of time left.
Good little touch there as Panas puts it off the side pot of the Dominus. Gets a lot of activity on that loose ball, but ends up getting the final touch themselves to put that goal where it gives the Wizards a lifeline. There's just enough time, Curtis. 83 seconds to work with for the Wizards to get 2 goals. It's not unheard of.
Over towards the midfield line. Right wing side. Top of the box again. Pooty Wheat. Dangerous ball towards the net. High off the back. Trying to angle this one home. Good hard send the other way. Wizards not done with this just yet. This is going to be back off the backboard. Porky towards that net. The floaters towards the goal line. They score. Get it back to within a goal with 56 ticks to go.
Good play by Eskimo on this one. Keeps it alive in the corner, and Porky follows it up. Gets a little bit of a flick pass. It throws off Warrat. Had the read right, just not the timing. As they end up going ahead of the ball, the changeup on the shot, catching them off guard. The Demo lead not unsurmountable at this point. 55 seconds and counting to go for the Wizards to find their equalizer.
Apologies for that. We are back underway. 48 seconds to go in a 3-2 ball game. Wizards trying to get back into this. That's past 1. Plebby in a tough spot. That's taken aside towards the corner. That's a hard send towards that net. Haru off the crossbar. It gets the roll and they score. And that may cinch the rest of it as with 23 seconds left, it's a 2-goal lead.
Somehow, again, the Wizards with an own goal to shoot their chances of getting a bit more security on their playoff spot in the foot as Panas trying to hold the ball in late on the challenge, tips it up and back. The feels bad Dominus moment, and it's a 2-goal lead with much less time left on the clock to try and come back from.
And that is at the midfield line, put aside another opportunity. Wizard trying to get something to give themselves a last-second chance. There's a Rule 1 at the top of the box in the Demo end. Pooty Wheat is a part of that. That's Panas and Eskimo working together here. They need a goal right now, and it's not going to happen. The Demo are going to walk away with a 4-1 in the series, and they needed that as they come through in the clutchest of moments at this point in the regular season. The Wizards are going to be left wondering what happened, and they'll have a week to go through it. But they put themselves in a real tough spot with a not so great showing record-wise in this particular series.
It was a difficult series from the Wizards' perspective. They looked like they had the measure of it in game 1. It just happened that the Demo, again, they adjusted to the play a little bit better. They capitalized better on mistakes that were given, and they didn't give as much in return. And that's usually a recipe for success when you talk about leagues like Foundation League, like Academy League. So full credit for the demo. They looked good in this series. They're back in the conversation for the Foundation League playoffs in Standard, and all they need to do at this point is just keep on winning.
Very good. That'll work as the Demolition do what is necessary to get themselves back into it. We close our night in the Foundation League setting, at least for MLE Sports GG2, and we work towards the rest of the night. Series 3 is on the horizon. It is the Bulls and the Elite, the ageless, timeless rivalry in MLE lore. That is your way next. This is MLE Sports GG2, presented by APM Music. We'll see you in just a little bit.